The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin.
Welcome, folks. Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials down 114. You get the Nasdaq off 29. S&Ps are down 15. Gold contracts up 21 bucks, 12.87. Silver's up 27 cents, 17.82. You got the oil market up 29 cents at 46.30, and good old King Dollar's down 5.82, busting out its lows. And folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, it's always a great time to do it.
Recently, that's more so than usual.
It is more. There is no doubt. And you can come over to our website at TFNN. You'll see the banner on the top or the side. Hit the banner. They'll bring They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. You can see how these defined contracts trade. The volatility that is in this marketplace is just made for this type of product. You know, it's a great product. Period. So, Amazon crushed their numbers. Crushed it, yeah. And the NASDAQ and the NDX 100 are still getting smoked.
Yeah, and that's because Amazon is their own entity, just like Facebook is, I think, right? I mean, there's who's the parallel to Amazon? Nobody, right? Nobody.
Yeah. And what's happening here, if we look at Amazon, I think Amazon's going to sell off today, but Amazon is so wild. It's just a wild stock. So it's up 59 bucks right now. It opened, it's right where it opened. What Amazon's doing now, which is, see, look what Amazon's doing. So what Amazon's doing, folks, is that there's a gap at 675. That's where it gapped down from, and it's kind of right into it. Yeah. You know, it's a great stock.
It's December 31st of last year.
Right, and they're making their money hand over fist now, operating, coming to the bottom line from that AWS, which is the cloud.
Amazon Web Services.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You know, so. Let's get right into this, okay? Because I want to show you something. There's a couple different things that, you know, what you're going to see here. I continue to like trading these NQs, and the reason it's twofold. It's because they're the weakest indice at this point.
Okay.
Okay. You had Google come out. They couldn't handle it. Microsoft couldn't handle it. And then what was happening yesterday is that the market just fell apart in the middle of the day.
Yes.
Now, what's important, there's a couple different things that happened that are really important. And, you know, we were talking about Amazon coming out with numbers after the close, right? So these contracts, some of these contracts go until 415.
Yes.
Right? Well, I was short the market.
Okay.
Okay?
I saw what the market did, yeah.
Right. That was great, but guess what? And what I did is that I had to go do a couple errands, so I put my buyback in 1 point over the bottom of the box.
Okay.
Okay? Because what I didn't want to do is really go into 4 o'clock if I didn't have to.
I got you.
Okay? And sure enough, I got executed at 1:30 something when I left. You know what I mean? Because it came down so quick. But that's important to understand also, folks. Do you know what I mean? Because when you have those 415s, depending on how you feel about what's going to happen, if you're close, and that was in the money really well, and that would have been a bummer, because what would end up happening, I wouldn't have lost money, but I wouldn't have made money.
Yeah, I mean, you have an index option type position with earnings coming out.
Right.
I mean, you know, if you're active when there's earnings coming out, right, you're going to be exposed to some moves. Yeah. For sure.
Okay, so now let's talk about what I did this morning. Okay, so if we pull this up, this one's going to get, this is kind of intriguing because I went in the middle of a spread this morning.
Yep. And so I can just see 43.70 was where you got in, 43.70.2.
Right.
And the spread is 43.50 to 43.90. So 43.70 is the spread. It looks like about 8.24 this morning.
Right.
So let's find that. Somewhere around here, 8.30. Right here. This bar.
Right.
That's where you go short. Yeah.
Right. Now, so watch where the thing got really cool selling it this morning, folks, was like this. And this had to do with the weighting structure again.
Okay.
Amazon was up $70
yes.
pre-market, right? And the NQs at that point were down like about $10. I'm saying to myself, this is about as cool as it gets. And this is why, folks. It's just the reverse thinking, basically. I said to myself, okay, Amazon's up $70. Can it go up 100? Yeah, it can. Okay, but what are the odds that it goes from 70 to 66? They're a little bit better.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Right, for sure.
So check this out. So I was banking on that. Now that didn't happen. Okay, that didn't happen. But guess what happened? And this is where, even when I put in the newsletter on, inside the NDX, there's problems, right? And sure enough, when you look at the NDX now, this is crazy, folks, okay? Because it's actually a stock that, you know, I've had a couple calls in it, but you really don't follow it at all. That's down 23%. That's killing the NDX. It's Stericycle, so it's down 20%. It's modified. No, sorry. So provides medical waste management services, okay? Bottom line is down 20%. So that is killing the NDX right now.
There's a few others were
okay, hold on. Let me, I'll reset my charts, Jay, just in case. 1 second. Okay, so that's killing the NDX. And so Seagate Technology's down 15%. Western Digital is down 11%, and Gilead's down 6%. Pretty sick. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. The Dow's down 109. Nasdaq off 28. S&P's down 14. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow right now is down 97, Nasdaq's up 28, S&P's are down 13.5. Let's go to our man Mike in Dallas. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
How you doing, Tommy?
Morning, Mike.
We're doing great. Yourself?
I'm doing good. Tom, if you would do this in a little slower for me.
Yes.
What was your thinking this morning and made you decide to go short? Would you just your own thinking, you're like 1, 2, 3, what did you look at that you decided the market was going down for NASDAQ?
Well, so would you have, okay, so if we bring up I'll do it two different ways. I'll bring up the Qs for you first, right?
Right.
So when you bring up the Qs, to me, what you had is that I had first a price objective of 105 to 103. And the reason for that is that that's the last time we had any volume on the way up.
You're looking at March 10th.
Yes, March 10th, okay? So I've been, I've been selling the NASDAQ for a couple weeks right now.
Right.
So that was the first aspect.
Okay.
Having Google already come out, Microsoft come out, Apple having been weak, those weighting structures there, that's a lot of weighting just itself, okay?
Oh, yes.
Then what happened is that the way that the market reacted yesterday is that when you see something come out of nowhere, which happened yesterday, okay, we went down so quick, and it's out of nowhere.
Right.
That's an indication that the market wants lower price, period, okay? That just kind of, like when you're in a nice bull market, all of a sudden the market will shoot up like crazy, and that's how it works. Do you know what I mean?
Right,
but when it comes out of nowhere, that's the deal. And then the clincher, though, was what I had said to Tommy a little bit earlier in the audience, is that with Amazon being up that much, I was actually said, oh, you know what? Amazon, I've seen Amazon open up $70 and close down $10 the day after earnings. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yes, right. No.
So
you saw like a flat market with Amazon up 70 and said, what are the odds that the market goes up 0.5%? That's really tough. As opposed to Amazon pulls back a little bit, maybe the market pulls back more.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why. And what I also did, and what I did, folks, and Mike knows this, but if you haven't traded inside the Nadex platform, and that's the reason that I bought the middle of the spread too. Because I wasn't, how sometimes I buy out of the money. I wasn't confident enough to go out of it. I says, okay, in case.
Explain that one step further.
What I didn't want to do, it's like sometimes I'll pay the premium, and let's say that, and I'll sell out of it, meaning.
Because you thought maybe it was going to stay at that same level?
No, that it was going to get down dramatically.
Okay.
So I bought the middle of the spread just in case I was wrong, that it would stay at that level. Do you know what I mean? That there wasn't.
You had almost an equal risk reward.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I would have rathered that though than losing all my money. Like when I put up 500 like when I sell out of the money.
Yes.
Okay. When I put up that, know that I can lose all of it, I feel that the market is going to really tank.
Okay.
Versus,
you mean all of it? You're paying it all in premium.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And that's why I bought the middle of it.
Right, because you're paying no premium.
Paying no premium, thinking that, hey, I might be wrong, that, this market might just stay flat.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Right, then it may stay flat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that puts it all together for me. Now, just another quick question. I work with Apex.
Yes.
And I'm wanting to know, I've always wanted to know, would your ABC analysis on the bars also work, do you think, for Darrell's diagnostic bars?
I don't know how they work.
So you're going to have to talk to Darrell, of course.
I kind of figured that might be the answer. I understand. That's not a fair question.
Oh no, it's a fair question. I just don't know.
Okay.
That's all it is. It's definitely a fair question, man. Do you know what I mean?
I suppose you can put a regular chart up next to a diagnostic chart and do your ABC from there too.
You can always combine indicators,
Of course.
In terms of no matter what you're talking about.
Right.
So
right.
Just
Everyone
uses a slightly different system.
Tom, just one more question. Do you feel the market will just be very level today? I'm trying to make a decision whether to go to the LPGA golf tournament, and I can't trade on the golf course. So
go to the tournament. If I've learned anything, okay, I'm not kidding. If I've learned anything, this is a marathon, okay? And if you have some fun on the marathon, guess what? You're going to do fine. It's not a sprint, and it's Friday. And you got to have a good time, man. Yeah. And that's that's the reality, man. And
that's why you got to work hard early in the week so you can give yourself a little slack.
Yeah, and there's always another trade, man. There just is. And you'll have a cleaner head, man.
Well, I really appreciate all your education. It's good, and I thank you both.
Well, we appreciate you growling a problem with us out here, man.
Thanks for the call, as always.
Hey,
Mike,
you know what? And hey, listen, man, this is what's so cool, Mike. So check this out. This is really cool, folks. When Mike had called up, and you had broken down, how the spreads were.
Middle of the spread,
right?
Yeah.
So Tommy says to me,
morning.
yeah. So check this out. Tommy says to me last week. He says, you know what? He says, why don't you pay attention to what Mike was saying, how it's broken down? No, but...
I didn't use those exact words,
I know,
but go ahead.
But no,
I don't think... Go ahead.
But
why don't you pay attention? That wasn't...
But
I said he makes a good point, probably, with the middle, and that, you should look for the middle of those spreads,
right,
is what I said to you.
And so I got to even understand it better for what you were saying of how you broke it down. Isn't that a trip?
Well, thank you.
Perfect.
I appreciate
that.
It is.
Definitely. And the quarter, just so everyone listening out there, what Mike does, he has, the top of the spread, the bottom of the spread, the middle of the spread, and then he even quarters it from there.
Right.
And I think, the quarters are great too.
They're important.
I said to my dad, like the top, the bottom, and the middle, if you know those right off the bat, you can, and then you know where the market is according to those.
You know what you can do.
You know where everything is, where the premium is.
Where the premium is.
Where your risk reward is.
Right.
It's a piece of the pie.
It's fast.
That's where you are in that total pie.
Tom, it's only taken me a year to figure out that divide by 2 might help.
Well, listen, the reason I'm bringing it up, guess what? I'm into this 30 years, and intuitively, I know it, but it's better knowing it just like that.
It's just real quick. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. It's really quick. Do you know what I mean? So,
well,
cooking, brother.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
See you. Bye-bye.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one.
You
too. So now I got to
take a look at where this is.
Yeah, because I got to figure this out because.
Yeah, so this is what we're talking about, right? So here you are. Your spread again is 43.50 to 43.90.
Right.
Right now, we're 20 points below, and to put it again, let's to make it visual even, right?
Yeah.
Here's the bottom of your spread.
Right.
And the top of your spread is at 43.90, somewhere up here.
Right.
So right now, let's bring back up the market. It's a 40-point spread.
Yep.
So you have, is it 350? Yeah, $350 per contract in value, with $50 still remaining. Yeah.
All right.
We'll go over it when we come back, but this is what we're going to talk about. Maybe you give yourself another point or two, maybe get out at 43.53.
Yeah. Because then 3 times that, I'd be giving up $150, but they take it, right?
Yeah.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Coming right back, folks.
You're getting the move right now.
If you're looking to discover a new financial resource and diversify your financial portfolio, don't miss out on the Market Safe Commodity Solution CD from Everbank. This is the second running of their popular 5-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD, which gives you exposure to 8 equally weighted commodities, including WTI crude oil, gold, silver, copper, nickel, soybeans, corn, and sugar. With annual pricing caps of 70% per component, you can earn up to 70% upside payment at maturity if the commodities increase in value across annual pricing dates. And should the opposite occur, your principal is 100% protected. Keep in mind, returns are based on CD performance. There's no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this indexed CD. Don't miss out. Take advantage of this financial resource designed to grow with the times. The May 19th funding deadline is quickly approaching, so hurry over to everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. Once again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a member, FDIC.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow right now is down 78. You get the NASDAQ off 29. S&Ps are down 12. Let's go take a look at inside the Dow first and see what we have happening here. So the strength inside the Dow, ExxonMobil is number one. That's up 1.4%. Caterpillar's up 0.6. Travelers is up 0.5, and Coke is up 0.4. Taken away from it, you get Walmart down 2.8%. Cisco is off 2%. Intel's down 2%, and Merck is off 1%. Inside that NDX, let's go look at Amazon, actually. Amazon, man.
Let's look at Walmart after it.
Yeah.
Talk about the two opposing worlds.
Oh, yeah. Oh, isn't that cool? Oh, yeah, let's go over that.
And Walmart's down 3%.
Yeah.
Let's look at that.
Oh, man. Look at. I want to see if this is just news or they're just selling it. So let's see. 1 second.
Oh, wait a second.
I just would. Okay, so it's not earnings. This is pretty sick. How did Publix win the battle with Walmart? No, it almost looks like this is down because of Amazon, maybe, right?
Yes, it could be.
They're selling it because of Amazon, which would totally make sense, man. I'm just gonna move that down a little bit. Right?
Yeah,
just to see.
I know.
Well,
can you go back to that last screen you're at?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's back to 420.
Okay.
We're on 429. That's.
Okay.
I mean, it would have to be somewhere in here.
So, more than likely, it's.
Yeah, it's suffering the woes of Amazon, right? Or somewhere else, else too. So many companies releasing earnings. There's a lot that could be construed to have a negative impact.
It's pretty amazing. Look at that thing. Oh my God.
But it's not surprising.
Wow.
As in, talk about a competitor for Amazon.
Oh.
At least on the retail side, I'm not sure.
Seriously.
Web services, but.
Seriously. Let's go to Steve in Nashville. Hey, Steve, what's going on?
Hey, it's Panera, Steve.
Oh, Panera, Steve. Oh, my God.
Today, I traded. Friday is a Panera.
That's sacrilegious.
Listen to you. You're Starbucks Tom. So
I know, but he's Dunkin' Donuts, Steve.
I hear you. I do.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably hit that in the afternoon.
Perfect.
Yeah. Regarding gold, can you bring up a 10-year monthly on VGZ?
Let's take a look at it. We get Vista Gold, VGZ.
10-year monthly.
10-year month. I know what he wants to look at, folks. No doubt.
What I'm looking at, what I'm wondering is, you see the last 3 years, or the most recent 3 years.
Yep.
More so the most recent 2 years, it's flat as a pancake.
Yes.
But so call it 2.5 years flat like that.
Right.
I looked at every other one, not every other one, but AUY, EXK. They're only flat for half a year before they took off again. Is there something inherent in this particular Vista Gold stock that, like it's a laggard, it's a little brother type of thing tagging along? Is there a problem with it? You know what I mean? To give it the 2.5 year flat.
Well, yeah, but a lot of them are like that, and they've taken off, with volume. Now I know what you're talking about as to the volatility in Vista Gold, okay? Because I happen to own it. I've owned it in the past. Plenty of us have owned it, and what happened is that they spun off new NGD, which was made a fortune on. So this equity, and this is, there's a couple different things happening with it. You have a high volume swing high at $4.50. Now, I suspect this is going to go at least to the low of that, which is $3.20, right? I know that sounds insane, folks, okay, but bottom line is that fundamentally this equity, even though it's an 80-cent equity, has a lot going for it. They have a monster mine in Australia.
I see.
And what he tends to do, he has his expenses, watch this, I think he only has, he has 13 employees. So they have enough cash. They don't make it, they don't mine, okay? So they've been going through this exploration phase to open up this mine in Australia for a long period of time. Now, watch what happens here. When I put up the Australian dollar, this is where last time that we had this run, all the mines in Australia had a huge problem because the Australian dollar was so strong. See this up here? So the Australian dollar was at $1.10. Now it's at 76. So at $1.10, they couldn't make money in Australia even when gold was 1,700.
Sure.
Okay? So that correlation is changed pretty dramatically. And, Vista is still a higher risk stock. There's no doubt about that. But, I happen to like what it looks like.
Because when I look at AUY, Yamana,
Yep.
it's basically just had its flat for maybe a half a year at most, and then it took off again versus 2.5 with this one. That's all I was kind of trying to
I see what you're saying. Sure. Right. Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if it was a laggard or something. So right now...
Okay, now watch this now. What that actually means, though, also is this. AUY will not have a run as big as Vista because the base isn't as long and the accumulation wasn't as long.
Oh, okay, the base, yeah. So
Yeah.
the 2.5 year base.
Because, see, when you're looking at AUY, all those people got to get their money back.
Right.
Right.
So,
Okay, so yeah, the longer base has...
Longer base is a much better, because that's accumulation at lows and people haven't lost money on the equity.
Right, so VGZ or Vista, excuse me, at this moment in time, just grab some, or what would you generally feel?
They're all, listen, man, this thing went from 30 cents to 87, man.
Right.
You got to wait for a pullback, man.
Absolutely. Great. Perfect. Thank you, guys.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
On me.
Thanks. Take care, Mark.
It's wicked, too. It's like, these things haven't stopped, but the reality is that you can't buy something up 200%.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
It's closer to 300%.
Yeah.
It is, just since January 29th or something. I agree completely.
Let's go to Mark in Fort Collins. Hey, Mark, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are you?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Cool.
It's been a very prosperous couple of days, being on the short side.
Yeah, it's quick, isn't it?
About frickin' time.
There you go.
Anyways, I have a question for you. I know if anybody's going to give me the counter argument on this one, you are. I was looking at GDX. It's done two separate daily ABC ups. It looks like it's completed it. It's above its Bollinger Band. It's hitting all kinds of oversold. It's hitting its 200 EMA on the weekly. I'm thinking of just maybe seeing if it'll pull back a little bit, maybe down to like that, maybe $1.50. What do you think on that, as far as maybe just playing on that?
So the GDX, folks, is the Gold Miners Vectors ETF. There's no doubt, what he's saying. It's like, okay, man, these things.
It's the same reason why you just told Steve that he shouldn't be getting in, because it was just up 300%.
Right.
So the realistic probability of a pullback is, to some degree.
I think Mark is thinking of shorting it.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
The same thing, just like you're saying don't get in, because guess what? This could pull back real.
Right, but I wouldn't be shorting it. But, and, well, this is why.
I knew you were going to say that.
Well, no, this is just strictly, man, it's blown away its swing point from 23.22 with volume. Man, this thing is not, this thing's on its way to 27.63. Hey, just stay right there. We're coming right back. I know it's bizarre, folks, but guess what? The dollar's going to hell in a handbag, man, and commodities want higher price with the dollar lower. Tommy and I are coming right back, folks. You stay right there. Dow's down 52, Nasdaq's off 15, S&Ps are off 9.5. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up Down 60, Nasdaq's off 21, S&Ps are off 11. We're talking with Mark from Fort Collins. So, Mark, when there's no doubt that these things are extended beyond belief, but it's like their swing points. They have the volume, they have the swings, they have all of the above. So it's like, okay,
Yeah, I see those swings in the 2750 range.
Yeah.
And I was kind of thinking about that as well, but I'm wondering if we're going straight there, if we're going to pull back maybe a couple bucks first, based on how extended it is right now.
Listen, it should, but I don't think it's gonna. I believe me, I'm sitting here with a couple positions, and I'm saying to myself, "Oh my God, I can't even believe it." Do you know what I mean? It's like, okay, but I'm not going to take them off because these.
Are you putting in some kind of stop losses on those, or are you just letting them ride?
No, I'm letting them ride.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, this to me is a much bigger move. So.
Okay.
Cooking.
Thanks, man.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Can I ask you one more?
Oh yeah, sure.
I'm watching Apple, and it's coming in, at least on a weekly, with a little bit lighter volume into this 93, 92 area.
Okay.
It's gotten smacked pretty hard. It had 500 million the week of August 24th, coming down. It had, let's see, what's the next highest one? 380 coming down on the January 25th week.
Yeah.
And right now it's at
302.
299. I don't think it's going to hit 380 again. So it's going to be another lighter volume, kind of similar priced spot here. And I was wondering about, I know if this breaks this, it's going down a lot, but it just doesn't look like it's got the juice right now. What do you think on a bounce?
I wouldn't be buying it because if it let's say if it closes right here, the swing low you're looking at is $92.39.
Right.
We've hit 93.17. That closes and that gets to sleep for the weekend and wake up Monday morning, man. that is ice right there. That's where it can jump the creek.
So would you watch to see if it tags those lows and closes above, and like the 92, or would you just stay away?
I would stay away unless you got a true. Well, and you got to understand. I know you understand who you're talking to, but also when I put this on a monthly, man, Apple to me wants to go to $28, man, $24. So that's a problem, man. So the month of August it traded 1.6 billion. It traded at 1.2 billion in January, and where are we at now? We're almost done with April, and it's only traded 823 million. So it's lightened up by about 20. No, dramatically. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Yeah,
there's no doubt.
Okay,
man. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Let's go to Dave in Clearwater. Hey, Dave, what's happening, brother?
Hey, Tom. Long time no talk, brother. How you been?
I'm doing good. Yourself?
I am doing very well. I hope. I don't know if your ears have been ringing a little bit, but I've been talking about you a little bit.
I've been listening to you and Logan, and folks, if you don't listen to John Logan's show, please start listening to it because John is great. When Dave is on with John, it's fabulous. The lessons.
I'm killing your ratings, man.
I'm telling you, you talk about engineers. You two guys talking. It's like, oh my God.
Oh man, John's a kindred spirit, man. I know.
He is, man. There's no doubt. But it's so cool because
I know this much. He's got a mathematical background. I wouldn't be willing to bet he's getting an advanced degree in mathematics, just because I've called him a couple times off there and just to talk to him.
Yeah.
And his mind works like an engineer's mind.
Oh, listen, when I'm listening, I'm sitting there, in my kitchen, basically, either trading or doing the newsletter, right? And I'm just cracking up. You know what I mean?
What'd you think of my impression of your opening monologue?
Oh, do you know what happened is that this is so funny because I was looking, I had the voice off when that was happening, and I put the voice back on, and that's when John was saying to you, "Wow, you really got that down straight." And so I missed that part of it, man. That was yesterday morning, I know.
Oh, man, it was classic, dude. It was classic. Because what gave rise to that conversation, Tom, was John was saying how he's got the show on in the background.
Right.
And how he's got, dreaming of joking, of course, but he's dreaming of the TFNN commercials.
Yeah.
And then that's when I chimed in. I said, "You're dreaming of the commercials, man. I got Tom O'Brien in the back of my head." And he's like, "You do?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do." And that's when I hit in with the, "Well, welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien with TFNN. We go 5 hours a day, 24 hours a day at TFNN.com.
That's
Always
awesome.
remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Make it a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements.
There
He's
you
killing
go.
my ratings. On a continual basis, he calls in, people click off, he's killing my rate." And I had that in the background, dude. That's like, oh, man.
That is so
Anyways.
funny. You have to
Well,
love it.
I just called as much as anything, Tom, just to say thanks, brother. Appreciate you letting me hit these other shows and, just kind of belaboring this because I've worked my way around the crew, man. I started with you, and,
Yeah.
then I went to Larry, then I went to Steve, and I'm just learning from everybody, and I'm incorporating in, just everybody's the things I've learned, and just totally, thankful, appreciative.
Oh,
And,
well, you're really good, man. I mean, what's cool, is that, as you pick those systems apart, man, it's where it's at. It's a good scene, man. So.
And what I've picked up along the way here is there's a lot of harmony, and a lot of the different analyses bring you to a similar conclusion. I can attack it through, or getting to the point now where I can attack it through tasks.
Well, here, so this is
etc.
when you cut to the chase, okay? Because I hear you say, what I do is a lot like Taz. So, picture, my price and volume is along the bottom of the axis. Profiles are along the side of the axis, and it's the exact same deal. That's why I'm drawn to it too. So.
Yeah.
They get the profiles, even though they look at the axis is this way, and mine's this way, so it's really cool, man. Yeah. So
Exactly. Well, to me, it just from an engineering standpoint, it's the same analysis, just 90 degrees out of phase.
Right.
But it draws you
totally.
to the
That's
same
it.
conclusions.
angles are where it's at, man. Angles and squares, man, I love them. Isn't it funny, though? It really is. It's like, what is that all about, man, right?
It's about the math, Tom. You're talking to an engineer, brother.
I know,
It's always
man.
about
I like
the math.
that drafting table's where it's at.
Absolutely. Hey, can I ask you to look at something real quick, if you don't mind?
Sure.
Futures exchange, not Forex. Futures exchange, where we can get volume data. Pull up the Aussie dollar. I've been short this thing.
I don't know how to pull that up in the futures exchange.
You don't have it as on Bloomberg as 6A?
No, I would. Give me a symbol. Oh, Z should know the symbol.
Should be /6A or something very similar to that on Bloomberg.
I'm not. Let's see. No, I don't have volume there. I have to,
Don't worry about it then. Because the thing that I've shorted the Aussie dollar, and to put it in your vernacular, we had wide price spread accelerated move, all of the above went south in a significant way on the 27th. But the thing that's got me leery, and I'm in the money on the deal, but with commodities going higher, I'm just like, I'm not so sure.
Hey, you must be on vacation, man.
Yes.
You stay right there. Tommy and I come right back. Dow is down 104, Nasdaq's off 32, S&P's down 16. We're going to be right back.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow's off 123. You get the Nasdaq off 39. S&Ps are down 18. Let's just go back over to this.
We're finishing up with Steve. Do you want to look at this first?
You mean Dave?
Dave. I'm sorry, Dave. Yeah.
You there, Dave?
Yes, sir.
Awesome, man. Here, I want to look at this trade I have on first, okay? Just show people what I'm going to do here. So, what happens with this trade, folks, is that I'm way below the
floor of the spread.
The floor of the spread.
Which we have the line right here, actually, 43.50.
So what I've done is this. I have a buy back in at 43.50, 51.10.
This is actually, if people can see it, the 5 right here, 43.50,
right.
Which is $1.10 above the floor.
Right.
And because there are we're 5 hours and 15 minutes left.
Right.
Even though it's so far out of the money, there's still some value priced into that, obviously,
right,
because it's an optional program.
Right. So the bad thing about that is that I'm actually risking quite a bit of money to only make another $150.
So they're 400 points per contract. You have 5 of them. The total value is $2,000, right?
Right.
And right now you have $1,850 worth of value, and that's because right now you could get out at 43.53, which would be $30 per contract.
Right.
And that's your 5 contracts. That's your 150. The difference between 1850.
Right.
Yeah. So you're risking 1850 to make the 150.
Right.
And with that, you have 30 points of basically premium until you start losing value within the spread.
Right.
At least then, and that's where it's important. You download the demo, you understand everything, because guess what? Now you know everything.
Right.
And you just have to decide over what you think the market's going to do.
Exactly.
But that's half the battle, is knowing everything.
It is half the battle. And then what will happen is this, because each 15 to 20 minutes, too, this premium is going to tick away.
Of course. I mean, this is all time value right now, and you're 30 points away from where there's any value in this product. So, yeah, as time ticks away, it's less likely that will close 30 points higher.
Right.
Right.
So what else are we going to look at?
That was just about it, Tom. I just mainly called because I've taken up enough of TFNN's time over the last couple of days.
Oh, no, man.
I
think, you know what?
Say hi,
hey,
man.
Let me ask you something. Do you ever think about doing a show for us?
Man, I'm not skilled enough to do a show.
Sure you are.
You
definitely.
think so?
Yeah.
No, I haven't thought about it, Tom. Right now, I'm thinking about making money, man.
Well, I think you should think about doing an hour or 2 hours a week. We're going to have everyone call them. They can be big lesson shows, man. That'd be great.
Yeah. Well, man, I'll drive it in. If you let me, I'll drive it into the weeds. Because it's just, I don't know, Tom, I can't help it. Like I said, I'm an engineer, man. Don't tell me that it works. Tell me why and how it works. And once I can wrap my mind around the why and the how, then I can apply it to it. But I tell you, man, it's been a wild ride, Tom. I first shook your hand back in 2009 at the Sand Pearl.
2009.
And it's hard to believe it's been 7 years now, man. That's a lot of time's flown in a short period of time.
It's fast too, isn't it?
Yes,
time just flies. When I was walking my dog this morning, and I'm thinking, man, oh man, I remember when the market was just first crashed in 2007. I'm realizing that 2007, man, that's 9 years ago.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
9 years.
Oh, no doubt. That was my first massive trade. Was back. Actually, I think it was back in 2010. When was the flash crash? 2010.
Yeah, 2010. March.
Yeah, 2010.
May 10th, 2010. May 10th, 2010.
May, yes.
May 10th.
2010.
That was it. Yeah.
I was short U.S. Steel, Tom. I mean, I'm looking at it, right, and I'm looking at the bond characteristics. I'm like, man, this thing wants to go south, right? And Tom, I kid you not, man. I'm not telling you I'm this good. It was just pure luck. I shorted it, and then it tanked 10 minutes later.
Gotta love it. Hey, have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Folks, you stay right there, man. Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next, and then, of course, swim lessons. Steve Rhodes, Dave White, myself. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.